Hey, Kaylan. So I wanted to give you, kind of a first-person view of what the application looks like on the inside from the athlete or client's perspective. So a couple things to note here. Here's the app, right? Train Heroic, and these little bubbles will show up here in the corner if you do have notifications, right? Just like your email accounts. Okay, so very very cool there to let you know that folks are trying to communicate to you. But if I open this thing up, okay, it's going to bring me right to my training calendar. Okay, so I have my dates listed here across the top of the screen, obviously the month, okay, and then each of these little dots signifies that there's training to be done on that day. Okay, so here we are on the 8th. It automatically opens me up to the current day, and now I can kind of get a little preview of my session. Okay, and all I have to do to get started, it's very easy. Click the Start Session button, and now we're going to step all of your clients through a 5-question readiness survey. Okay, this is going to give you the ability to look at internal load. How is this training affecting my folks outside of the gym or the workspace? Okay, so folks will take 10 to 15 seconds, fill out the readiness survey. Okay, boom, just like that. We'll give you a nice little composite readiness score, and then we jump right into the training. Okay, so I can scroll down and check out my first block, or my A block here. Okay, obviously I got some explicit instructions here, and then I can always watch the tips and videos in case I'm not sure what a dumbbell Bulgarian split squat is. Okay, and then all these bubbles here, right, reps, load, I can click in these, and this is where my clients will enter their data. All right. One other thing to keep in mind, coach, is we will show folks how far they progress through the session. So these little bubbles up top will show your people how far they are in the session. All right, and if I complete all of these sets, the screen will automatically swipe to the next block. Okay, now I do the same thing. I'm going to fill out my data. Got a nice little session timer down here so I can see how long I've been in the session. I also leverage this little timer, Kaylan, for things like time sets. Right, so if I have 45 seconds of a plank, I can use this little running timer to kind of time myself. All right, and then you can kind of scroll through this. You can kind of see where the exercise notes come in, coach, right under that movement. So those are really, really handy. And then obviously the video. A little look here, coach, at how percentages come across. So we'll tell the folks exactly how many reps we want them to do, at what percent, and then we're going to give them the weight. Okay, so they know exactly what to put on the barbell. All right, we can keep working through this thing. This is an interesting one right here, Kaylan. Okay, this is going to be a leaderboard event. All right, so coach has given us some explicit instruction: combine all reps and post to the leaderboard. Right, so you're going to record your reps, and then you're going to add all these things up according to his instructions, and throw it right here. I can click on log reps. I'll log those. Okay, and then I can see exactly where I stand among my peers. So I can click on this list of folks, and I get a nice little leaderboard. Right, I can give Nate here. I'm gonna click this little fist, give him a little fist bump because he did a nice job. Right, and now these folks are competing. Right, and maybe that's not the exact niche we're in, but it is nice to have the capability to add a little friendly competition from time to time to kind of break up the monotony. All right, and then if we scroll through to finish this thing up, right, the end of the session will look just like this. We give you a little sliding scale, coach, too, so your folks can grade, how hard they thought the session was. Okay, so pretty cool there. And then their training time will show up right here. Okay, and these folks can leave a comment like, man, that session was hard, or I'm not very good at Bulgarians, coach, so I need a little work there. They can post these in session comments and then share those. Okay, and then when I finish the session, I'm just going to click this blue button here, and we're going to give you a beautiful little breakdown of what today's training looked like. Okay, coach. And I can very easily just go to the bottom, click go to calendar, and then my training session is complete. And I can even go forward to the next day. I can go back, right? I can click on any of these days, right, and check out that training. Okay, a couple things in the bottom here, Kaylan. All right, I can always go back and look at with the graph, look at my numbers. So this is going to be all the exercises that I've recorded data. We'll store all those things in here. Okay, and I can click on these movements and edit those things. Okay, the little comment box here, pretty standard. This is your feed, right? So this is where my team is going to be chatting with one another. All right, and I'll click the plus sign to add a comment. All right, Obviously the bell is notifications, and then I can click on my cool little picture in the bottom right hand corner, and this is going to give me not only what I've done in the past or recently in the bar graph, but it's going to show me an area chart of where I'm going to progress if I keep working at the same intensity on the same journey. Okay, so pretty cool for folks to visualize not only where they've been, where they are, but where they're heading. And one thing to note, Coach, okay, if you click on the feed here, I can actually toggle between who I want to chat with. Okay, so you're not stuck to talking to the team. I can actually pick my coach and communicate directly with my coach. Okay, so a lot of stuff you can do in there. I hope this gave you a good idea of what this thing looks like from the athlete side. Make sure you download the app, Coach. It's free. It's easy to download, and then you can even execute some of your own training in there to get a good glimpse of what this thing's going to look like.